Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at NatG, coming at you with a little Beacon Rush action Moon Edition. I'm running Ochos, Ultimate Ares, Ophion, and Luchador for you guys. And we're going to talk a litlittle bit about djems, the quote-unquote new currency that had everyone in a tither yesterday. Well, let's get a few things straight on it. It's not new currency. Manny posted a video right away. It had to retract it and had to do a little clarification on it because a lot of people aren't familiar with this currency. This currency, we've seen little hints of it here and there. It's popped up over the years. But what it is, it's an alternative currency used in regions, countries, and areas where direct purchase of items is not permissible, or in locations where the Google Play Store and Apple Play Store are not allowed to operate. So they had to have an alternative way of doing it. And that's where these djems come in. They're that alternative currency that can be purchased to bypass some laws so you can buy things in game, but you're not necessarily buying them in game. You're buying this currency. It's kind of an unusual workaround, but it worked in some areas, and now they've brought it to everyone. And there's a reason for that. Oh, I just got hammered out there. And I'll talk about that here in a second. But let's go ahead and talk about what the djems are going to be used for and where you get them. They're going to be used for purchase. Initially, they're going to be used for purchase of the special offers in the game. The ones that expire every so many hours, and we get new ones. And now, if you look in there, you'll see there's a djem price, or there's a cash purchase price. And Pixonic has assured us that sometimes the djem price will be the better value versus the the cash price, and vice versa. Well, we'll see how that pans out. We'll see how that falls to pieces here. I get dubious when I hear stuff. Don't worry, it'll be okay. I in this game, I just get a little suspect about that. But we will wait and see how that pans out. Now, why is this going on? I said, where can you get these? And then we'll get into why this is going on. That'll lead into it. Well, where you can get these is from two locations. And it's very important to know this. You can get them in-game through an in-game purchase using your current currency to buy them. And that, there's a big reason for that. And you can get them over at the War Robots Marketplace, which is not affiliated with Apple or with Google. It's totally separate. And there's a reason for that. So let's get down to why this is going on. If you guys are familiar with the game Fortnite/Epic Games, they kind of did the same thing. They had an in-game currency that they allowed people to buy to get items and stuff, and they circumvented Google and Apple because they didn't want to pay the transactional fees, because any game on Google or Apple Play Store takes a 30% cut on all microtransactions and purchases through in-game. So Epic didn't want to pay that. They said it was a monopoly, it was unfair, big antitrust lawsuits. Epic Games versus Apple and versus Google. And it was a split decision. Google lost to Epic Games, and I believe Apple actually won. They were able to substantiate that theirs was reasonable. So, but it did establish that alternative means of currency and purchase are at least legal in some terms, so they can use it. And that's what I think we have going on here. We've got, I think Pixonic is trying to find a way to make its profits a little better. So what it's doing is it's cutting out the middleman. You still are doing some transactions in-game at Google to get these djems and to get items in the game. But now you can see this being popped up all over on every server, on every platform, in all locations, because you can buy them out of the game over at the market. And that's direct money. That money goes straight to Pixonic, no one else. And Pixonic is, I think, trying to cut some of that, money that Google and Apple was taking from them in the transactions. Trying to make more money out of what they're already taking in. They're trying to get a bigger slice of the pie. And that might get entertaining for us. So let's go ahead and talk about, is this going to be a good or a bad thing? In the short term, this might get kind of chaotic. If Google and Apple decide that this is not acceptable to them, you might see War Robots leave the Google Play Store, and you might see them the Apple version of the Play Store. And that might get rather entertaining, at least in the short term. Will it kill the game? Probably not. It just means you have to find different ways of updating our accounts, making purchases, and doing all the stuff that we're used to doing through Google Play and stuff like that. It'd just be a change on that. Now, economically, will it be a good thing for us in the game? If done correctly, yeah, it can. These djems can be used to be given out by content creators as prizes. You can maybe you as a clan leader might want to help some of your lesser clanmates by gifting them some of these djems. It actually could be pretty good. But what it's going to all boil down to is, will Pixonic hyper-inflate the price of things? Will they make the prices on these djems not comparable to what was the special deals that were in the actual Play stores that you could get for small change spenders? Who this might impact will be the small pocket change spenders, kind of like without the content creator program, I'm just a pocket change spender, guys. I spend small. I don't spend a ton on this game. It's a content creator program that allows me to do a little bit more. But if all of a sudden I'm not able to make small change purchases because djems have become so expensive and you have to get them from the Google Marketplace and there's no regulation on them, and you might see some issues there. But it's all going to boil with this game on everything. It all boils down to the sales, guys. It boils down to the dollars and cents. And if Pixonic sees that, hey, we found a way to initially get some more money out of the game like this, if we have to cut ties with Google and Apple, so be it. That's how it goes. But if all of a sudden the small change spenders all of a sudden aren't spending anymore because there is no more small change deals thanks to djems, well, then they're going to have to make some concessions at that point. So it's money talks, BS walks. You guys know that story. So we are definitely I think we're in for a very interesting ride, a very interesting time, which I would like to be optimistic and say this is going to be great. It's going to work out fantastic. But I'm not going to sit there and do that. I'm not going to say doom and gloom that this is the end of the game. I'm just going to say we're in for some interesting times, and let's just wait and see what happens. Alrighty, guys. That was a pounder. I mean, we got some fun there. Second hanger action, talking about djems. Definitely an interesting start to 2024. Alrighty, guys, time to bail out here. I hope you guys liked the video. Ooh, 12 kills, 4 beacon caps. Gotta like that. Of course, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. It does me a big favor. And of course, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.